All right, it's time for the final moment of shame of 2021. We are going to round out the end of my project pan. And I already know how this is gonna go. Probably not great, but I am here. I am here to hold myself accountable, let you know what I've learned through this year's project pan, let you know how I did, and let you know if I'm thinking about doing one in the future. Now, if we haven't met before, my name is Kelly and I'm a professional hair and makeup artist, and here on my channel, I strive to keep beauty real. Real honest, real relatable, and real fun. So if that sounds like something you'd enjoy, don't forget to click subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on future videos. But I've got my scale here, and we are just gonna get right into this. I don't know which makes me feel worse, jumping on the scale or having a scale here that I have to put all my products on to let you know how poorly I did. We're just gonna hop right in here. Let's rip off this Band-Aid, and this is gonna be the worst one. This is the J1 Jelly Pack. They don't make this particular one anymore, and I said I'm going to set this out on my vanity so that I use this, so that I use it up. Did I? No. Did I maybe use it, like, I don't even know, twice? Perhaps. Let me even see like what this comes up as on the scale. So, yeah. I had 122 grams in my last project pan. I have exactly 122 grams in this one. So I did not use this one at all. Let me just start out here by saying that I haven't been wearing a lot of makeup. When I'm not filming, I'm going to work, I'm wearing makeup from like here up, right? I wear masks at the salon all day long. And so if I'm not filming, usually I'm not doing a full face of makeup. Like the couple little like family events I had to go to, like Christmas, it was funny actually when we had Jeremy's kids over here for Christmas, I'm like getting all glammed and he's like, I'm in my pajamas, and you're like getting all glam. I'm like, I don't have reasons to put on makeup anymore that people can actually see it. So I'm gonna like put on all the things. So that was really like, you know, whatever. I'm gonna put on all the blush. I'm gonna do my eyes. Well, I do my eyes every day, but you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just this much of my face hasn't been seen. So that's probably why I haven't used this primer also, is because the only reason I need this is to keep my makeup on my face, and if I'm putting a mask on and I don't have makeup underneath, this hasn't been needed. But project pan or no project pan, I am gonna try to get a few more uses out of this one, because gosh darn it, I did really like this. It was expensive, at least for me at the time. I think like my beauty budget has sort of been going like this, but at the time it was pretty expensive for me, and I do want to use it a few more times. So this one is gonna stay out on my vanity, which didn't seem to help me last time. But that was a very sad one. We can talk about one that I'm very happy about. The Bare Minerals Complexion Rescue Stick. This is not the one that was in my project pan. That one is gone, it's done. If you saw that video, it's probably just because there was like a very minute amount of product left in that. So this is the shade Ginger. I do still have a decent amount of this one left. This is going to be something that I want to use up soon too. However, this one is too dark for me for this time of year, but the other one, it just had a very minute amount in the top. However, I will say, like, I think one time after it got to the point where I couldn't swipe it on, I did just sort of like run my brush through it, but I am not that girl. I am not that girl who's gonna like spatula out the inside of like a bullet. It's not gonna happen. So once it got to the point where it was like just underneath the bullet holder thing, wow, I just got rid of it. So did I use up every single tiny minute gram that was in there? No. Did I use it until it was even past flat to the top? Yes, and that is all I need. So we did go ahead and use that one up. Now, another product, I have to be honest, I sort of forgot that I put this into my project pan. This is the Maybelline Fit Me, and I put it into my rotation after the last project pan edition. So I brought this one in and promptly forgot that I was trying to pan it, but I have been using it a few times, so I will be curious to see how we did. Ooh, okay, well, we didn't do that great, because before it had 13 grams and right now we only have 11 grams. So I only used up 2 grams of this, but I know that this year has been like the year of trying concealer for me. I don't know why I haven't been using this one more. I will honestly now be pulling this one out for the rest of the year. Well, for the rest of winter. We are almost done with the year. Today's 12/27. So I doubt I'm going to use 11 grams of concealer in the next 3 days. But I'm going to pull this one out and leave it out for the winter. So here is one thing. Okay, this is going over by my J1 Jelly Pack. So in my last video, I talked about how I was not doing good with my like weekly grab basket. I was loving doing that at the beginning of the week, like coming up with a few things that I just wanted to have as grab and go products, and I did not get better about doing that. So these are just going to be grab and go products that I have sitting out that I can like throw on really quick. That way I don't have to, like, if I'm having a morning where I'm like, I don't know, I haven't had coffee yet, I can just grab these and pop them on, because that Maybelline Fit Me concealer is honestly one of my favorites. And right now, when my eyes need a little bit more hydration, I feel like that like lightweight concealer really works. So we're gonna have to do better, Kelly. All right, moving on. Oh Lord. The Rcma powder. I joke about this. I say that it like refills itself in the middle of the night. I swear it does. I swear. So we were at 96 grams last time. This is the moment of truth. Now, hold on. I have been using this one 75% of the time. Now, again, I'm not really using it all over my face very often. It's really usually just like under eye setting for my day, but anytime that I have been setting my full face, I have been using this. And probably 3/4 of the time that I've been setting my under eye, I've been using this. I did sort of like get kind of bored and I wanted to pull out my Charlotte Tilbury again. By the way, okay, we're doing a Project Pan video. Look, can you see that? Can you see that itty bitty little fleck of pan there? I'm so excited. It has been so long. It has been so long since I have panned a project, since I have hit pan. So now I'm kind of like, okay, what should I do? Should I like keep using it right there to try to like get a bigger pan? But the Virgo in me, what I really want to do is start trying to like use it more towards the outside so that it like more evenly goes away, which is going to mean less like pan satisfaction, but it's also going to make for like a cleaner panning situation just because it'll like evenly wear down. I don't know. But I was very excited. Anyway, so if I haven't been using this one, I've just been very quickly putting this one on, but most of the time it has been this one. Anyway, 96 grams. Here we go. Okay, it says it's growing. Hold on. Okay, 94 grams. Are you telling me I've only used 2 grams of this? How is that even possible? This thing is ridiculous. Okay, well, I'm trying. I do love this powder though. I will say, like, every time I use it, I'm just like, yeah, this is a good powder. So she's not going anywhere. Am I probably going to after the end of the year? I'm going to keep using these through these last couple days of the year, but am I at the end of this year going to maybe set her to the side and pull out another powder? Probably, just because at this point I just would like to use something else. But this is such a good powder. It just, man, like it just does not end. And there was someone that I was going to give some to. Was it maybe Steven? I think it was maybe my friend Steven Ford. And we were joking because he was like, well, is that going to count towards your project pan? So now that I've officially counted, I can actually give some to Steven. We're actually getting together for coffee tomorrow. So that should work. I will put some of this in something for Steven. All right, keep moving on. Let's move into blush. I already know this one is going to be a total failure. This is the Milani Baked Blush in Luminoso. Everybody's seen it. Everybody knows it. I do have it on today over another Becca blush. Did I maybe just try to cram a bunch of this on to try to use up a gram's worth of this before I weigh this? I don't know. Maybe. I kind of, again, I sort of forgot about this one. I probably should just be keeping my Project Pan items out. I love this blush. I love this blush. This is one of those products that I should probably start using through the winter because it's just like light, glowy without being sheeny. The problem is, again, I'm just not wearing blush that often. So let's go ahead and weigh this out and see how I did. Okay. This isn't too bad. So I have 38 grams and I had 40 grams. So I've used up 2 grams. So you have to think a decent bit of the weight of this is going to be the like packaging. So again, I mean, considering how little face makeup I've been wearing, 2 grams I'm actually pretty happy with, but I know just from like how many times I grabbed this, I didn't do it a lot, but really like there just have only been a handful of times that I've really been wearing much blush. I would like to say that I should keep this out for the winter, but considering how little I'm wearing face makeup right now, I probably won't use it that much. And really in the winter when my skin is so dry, usually I steer towards a cream product. So this one I might just put away until the spring. I don't know, we'll see. I will grab it out when like I need just a little something. Like today when I put it on for like a blush refresh and a little like topper situation, I really liked it. I just need to remember that she's in my collection. All right, finally some victory to report. Well, I guess I had another victory with the Bare Minerals Complexion Rescue, but I had put my 4.5 Gimme Brow into this declutter, and I said that I had a 4 and a 4.5, and I'd love to get through both of them, but I was really like aiming towards a 4.5. And guess what? I used both of them up. I have recently just been like whacking a little color through, maybe adding a couple little strokes of a pen and just calling it a day most days. Or I've actually been using this Han All Sharp Brow. This is what I got in my Yes Style advent calendar. By the way, when I did that, I did not realize, well, there's a spoolie, I did realize that, but there is a pencil on here. What I did not realize is that there is also a like powder fill right here. So there's like a powder and then there's a pencil here. So oftentimes I've been like just getting a little definition with this and then like running the Gimme Brow through for a little like thickness, some color, and then that Gimme Brow ran out. So now I've actually been using my little Kosas samples. I have to say, I think I like the Kosas better just because it's more pigmented. So I guess it kind of depends on like what you're looking for. If you want something that's not super pigmented and you want something a little bit more like natural, maybe the Gimme Brow is for you. I think I actually still have 1 to 7 Gimme Brows, so I won't be buying anything anytime soon, but I did get a sample from Kosas. Well, I got a sample of Kosas through Sephora. But anyway, so by the way, I'm also liking this pencil. That's just a random side note, but yay for me using up 2 of those Gimme Brow. And if you've ever had Gimme Brow, you know it's the product that just keeps going. I think it's probably related to this Rcma powder. All right, here's another product that I had very good intentions of using up and didn't get even close. This is the Jordana Easy Liner for Lips in the shade Tawny. I'm just gonna measure this here. Yeah, I used up exactly 0 grams of this. I, at some point, was cleaning out my little top drawer situation over here, and I think I grabbed it and put it in the bottom with all my other lip liners, which was a mistake. Also, I've basically fallen in love with the Lisa Eldridge lip liners, and so anytime I'm grabbing a lip liner, I'm usually either grabbing those ones, a Charlotte Tilbury, or a Wayne Goss one. Now, today, before jumping on camera just now, I had to refresh my lips. By the way, this eye look is from the New Year's Eve Reflections Build Your Own Palette. So that video will be up before this, so I will leave that link down below in case you do want to see how I got this eye look and the single shadows that I chose to represent the year. But the lip look from that was already worn off. So before I got on camera, I totally took advantage of using these one last time. The thing with this though, like I said, I've fallen in love with the Lisa Eldridge ones because they're very creamy, yet they stay put. This is like decent, but this one, I mean, it's probably old at this point, but it's kind of dry. And so to go over my dry lips with this, it was just like tugging a little bit too much. So I'm actually just gonna pitch this one out after this video. Obviously I don't love it so much that I need to keep it. And again, because I haven't really been wearing much makeup below my eye socket, this one just hasn't been getting used, and really it's just time to say goodbye to it. So can't get it anymore. I don't really use it much, so bye Jordana. Along the same lines, I have a feeling I probably have not gone through much of these. These are the 2 lipsticks I had in here. We have the Urban Decay Ex-Girlfriend. Wow, this one's looking pretty bad. This is one of my all-time favorite lipsticks. This is what I have on right now with a Pat McGrath lip gloss over the top, but I love this. It's just a good natural shade, but she hasn't been getting pulled out, so. Oh, okay, not too bad. So I had it down to 19 grams and she is now at 17 grams, which in all honesty, considering how few times I've been wearing lipstick, this one just hasn't been getting used. Because here's the thing, I'm a YouTuber. I'm a beauty YouTuber, so when I'm on camera with all of you, you want to see things that you can get, and you can't get this shade anymore, and so why would I torture you like that? So this would only be getting worn when I'm like in my everyday regular life, and in those days, I'm usually not wearing lipstick. So not too bad for all of that time. I got through 2 grams. All right, so I am very tempted to just like keep this lipstick or to like put this one in my purse as my like emergency makeup stash. I don't know, because I could probably use this as like a lipstick and a blush. I don't know. Maybe that's what I'll do. Maybe I'll throw it in my purse for a few months, but I do have a full-size backup. And let's be real. Do I really need the little nub of mushed up lipstick that's left in this when I have a full-size bullet that is in my stash, probably just like getting closer and closer to an expiration date? I probably don't. Leave a comment down below. Save it and use it, or pitch it and open the new one. Help a girl out. Okay, here is the other product that I had for my lips. This one I think I've actually grabbed a little bit more often than the Ex-Girlfriend shade, just because I do love a good peachy lip. This is the MAC Patent Lip Polish in Revved. Let's see what we're at here. Okay, here we go. Another 2 grams. I used another 2 grams of this. I do love this one. I am definitely going to be keeping this one. She's still fine. I love the shade. It is just a quick, easy, like very creamy, easy. I already said easy, but it is super easy to like throw on. It's just one of those like, oh, I almost said easy again. God. Okay. I like this one. I don't know. There's just something about a sheer peachy lip shade. Like this is like, it's got just enough peach, but it's not like orange. There's just something that I love about this, and really like, especially like through spring, I think this is going to be a nice one to have on hand. So I'm going to keep it around for a while. You guys probably won't see it anymore because you can't get it. I'm not going to torture you with it. I don't think that they even make these anymore, but this was really nice. This is the one MAC product like these, and there was one other product that doesn't make my lips peel, but I've just found that like all other MAC lipsticks just make my lips peel. All right, so otherwise in the like makeup portion, I have 2 things that are sort of like immeasurable, and that was my loose pigments. I wanted to use 1 loose pigment a week and get some use out of those. I think I said in the last video I gave myself a D-. If I got a D- last time, I got an F this time, because I think I've only used like 2, maybe 3 of my loose pigments. But however, if you saw my decluttering my drawer of shame, you will know that I called myself out on that. I called myself out on it, and I got rid of like half of my like loose pigments, cream liquid shadow businesses, because I just haven't been reaching for them, especially the loose pigments. So by the way, if you haven't seen that declutter, I will go ahead and leave that down below. But I am just realizing that I am not using them very much. So I have very few loose pigments anymore. And that was really what this Project Pan sort of like thing was about. And I know that for some people, Project Pan is about like just using their stuff, but for me, it was really also very telling of what I enjoy using, because if I like laid this out to the world, hey, I'm gonna like make a dent in this, and I still don't, it really means that I'm just not called to use these products, other than the ones that like I literally just don't use that much because I haven't had an opportunity to. Wearing makeup under a mask, it just gives me the heebies and it makes me scratchy. So I know some of you have said, I just love the process of putting on the makeup and I still wear a mask over the top, lipstick and all. And it's like, that's totally cool if that's your jam. It makes me want to scratch my face off, so I don't do it. But I very well could have been doing the loose pigments, and I did not. The other thing that I really failed at was the gel liners. The gel liners, I said I was going to use one every week. And again, this is why I was supposed to have my weekly basket, and I did not. So that is a goal for me for this year. I do want to use my gel liners, my like liquid liners. I do reach for my black or brown like liner pens a lot. Well, anytime that I do a liquid liner, that's the thing. I just don't do it that much, but I really, especially through winter, and I said this in my last video, I think that like a good little liner adds some like to looks in the winter time. And I've really been liking like a little like smoky liner situation with like less eyeshadow. So maybe that'll be what's happening this winter. I don't know, but I'm gonna do it, darn it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it more often than I did in this last time, which was almost nothing. So I'm calling myself out on that. All right, so aside from really being pathetic in the loose pigment and gel liner situation, I want to talk about my fragrance goal. So my goal was to use the 15 fragrance samples that I had in my little hoard, and also to use the others that were in my little like Sephora clean kit that I got last winter, I don't know. What I can say is I did finally use all of the samples in this guy. This is that clean sampler that I was talking about. And as I had imagined, I am just going to go through with the Layla Lou from Rosie Jane. So to me, that's the one that smells like a little bit grassy, like really nice and clean, but not like citrus clean, not like cleaning products clean. I'm just finding that like fresh aquatic scents, a lot of them just, I feel like smell like cleaning products on me. So this is different. It just has a different vibe to it. I do really like it. The Rosie Jane fragrances don't necessarily last a long time, but for me, that's going to be okay because I'll have this little travel spray, and if I want to, I can touch it up. So that is done. The problem is now, because like it really doesn't take me a whole fragrance sample to decide if I want to keep it. But then if I have like half or 2/3 of that left, I feel like I need to like give it to someone. Is that ridiculous? You know, maybe what I'll do is I will take a little basket to the salon and put it in the break room and just be like, hey everybody, there's a basket of fragrance samples back here. If you would like to try any of these, please feel free to take them. And then like after a couple days, I'll just take the rest and like get rid of them. But I have quite a few. Speaking of having quite a few, there were 15. Like I said, there were 15 samples that were up in my little cubby there that I wanted to get through. I got through all but 3. So I feel pretty good about that. Like again, the ones that I did try, I have like sitting around. I've had a couple that I've like doled out to people that I've tried, but I have gotten through most of them. So one of the ones that I did not use is the Gucci Bloom Profumo di Fiori. So I don't know if they still make this one. This is one that I have not used yet. I also have not gone through Gabrielle by Chanel. And then this one really shocks me. This is Fig and Lotus Flower from Joe Malone. I love Fig. I love Fig everything. I'm surprised that I haven't tried this one yet. I don't remember trying it anyway. Maybe I did once, but I don't really think so. So I said I had 20 weeks left and 15 samples to go through. So that means 8 weeks I did not try a new one. Given how much I've been into fragrance though, and I had a few new fragrances that I purchased and I've just been trying to like use my collection, I guess I'm not too sad about that. Here's the thing that I'm learning. When Sephora like samples or whatever are available, if it's fragrance, unless it's one that I've really been wanting to try, I'm just not picking a fragrance sample. If there is a sample, if there's no sample that I want to try, I'm just not picking it, but definitely not fragrances, not just getting something to get something, because like A, it's not good for the carbon footprint. I just end up wasting it anyway, but it just gets overwhelming. So the more samples I try, the less I use the perfumes I already have. And sometimes more is not more. More is just more stress out of anything. So that is what I have learned. So that's really not too bad. 12 out of 15. I'm pretty happy with that. And that is it for this project pan. So I know for most people, if they are going to be doing another project pan, this is the time that they announce what they're going into the new year planning to pan. I'm not going to do that. Honestly, I'm not sure if I'm going to do another project pan. I feel like I learned a lot about myself and what I like, what I'm going to reach for in the future, what I'm not. But I don't know if I found the whole like panning experience helpful. I think what I really want to do is really focus on the basket, like focus on my basket of the week. So I want to know how you would all like to be involved in that. Do you want me to like maybe put it on my community tab every week? I of course will probably share it on Instagram, but I know not everybody has an Instagram account. By the way, my Instagram is KEEPBEAUTYREAL if you do want to follow over there, but I will definitely be doing it on Instagram. But other than that, like I'm trying to decide how you would all like to be included, or hell, maybe you don't want to be included, but I don't have a filming schedule to the point where I feel like, oh, every Monday I will share it, because that's just not the reality. If I was a full-time YouTuber, maybe, but I'm not. So let me know. Do you want to see a community post once a week on that? Do you care enough, or do I just like post it on Instagram? Let me know what you guys want to see. But I do feel like this project pan this year has been helpful to me in the ways of learning like what I should play with more. And who knows, maybe come January or February, I'm going to decide to do another project pan. But I think just like having my weekly basket and focusing more on rotating through things rather than using something up would be what I'm looking for in this year, because it really isn't about using up products for me. It's about just using products and remembering what I have in my collection. So I think that's going to be more valuable to me. It's going to be more valuable to me. So that is it, lovelies. I hope you enjoyed this. If you are panning this year, please let me know down in the comments how you did. I would love to know. And let me know what you're thinking about for your beauty goals in the new year. So I definitely have some thoughts on my beauty goals for 2022. I'm thinking about doing a video on that. Let me know if you'd like to see that. I know that like this is the time of year where we all start like thinking about the new year and sort of like what we want for ourselves, but I think that can also like create like a pressure. So I don't want to do that to myself, but I do want to like sort of go into next year with some mindfulness. So again, let me know if you'd like to know my thoughts on that. But I really do appreciate you taking some time out of your day to spend it with me. It really does mean so much. I hope you have enjoyed this journey with me this year. It's definitely been a valuable one. I have no regrets, and that is going to be it. So I will see you really soon.